And welcome everybody back to the IAE, or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2953, and with me this time I have my co-host Northman78. Say hello to the crowd, Northman.
Hello, crowd. I'm still alive.
So yeah, we are all
Barely.
barely good. Well, Northman is barely on his legs, but he's at least, well, he's feeling better.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
got I got hit by the good old fashioned COVID.
yeah. Well, at least it's not contagious over the IAE at least, so that's good.
No. You guys are safe.
Yeah.
You guys are safe. Don't worry about it. It's yeah.
All right. So yeah, I did leave my stats up. Actually, I'm gonna close them. I figured it's not gonna be too important, anyways. Hang on. There we go. No need to show that, as you all know, I struggle in the main lobby, so I'm not gonna
I'll
show
be right
that
back.
today. Yeah. And as you all know, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a lovely co-host Northman 78 back with some chewing action. So he's getting his pizza. That's what's happening. The well-known, infamous Northman eating food in the background. And while he does that, I'm gonna grab me something here. And for some reason, I don't know what just happened, but I think the cable just jumped on me, the Ethernet cable. So hopefully things should be fine. We are streaming on a Wi-Fi connection at the moment, so I hope that's not gonna cause too much of an issue. What do we do with this one? I mean, we do have waste baskets. I am thinking about, I'm gonna hide it in the plant. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No one's gonna notice a bottle in the plant. There we go.
Alright, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. I had to get my first dinner for I don't know 4 days.
Yeah.
And be able to eat the tea and biscuits.
Yeah, I told everyone that we have the good old Norseman back with food in the mouth.
Yeah.
The well-known insignia. Oh, there we go. I just put my emptied garden something smoothie in the plant. No one's gonna notice it anyways. Instead of littering it on the floor.
I wonder when they start like giving you tickets like for littering.
I don't know. I mean, it's not really much of a big deal. It's just more annoying, rather. But yeah. So today we are in the Apex Hall to begin with. And that means that we are looking at the RSI, which is the new edition for today. And then we're gonna finish up with Mirai and Misk in this tennis hall. So that's the plan for today. Have had a quick look on the RSI website in terms of what's new and what's not, and the only thing that is sort of new is the new mining ship, the Araster, but that one is obviously in heavily concept stage, so it's not anywhere near flight ready anyway. So, and that goes for a lot of other RSI ships as well, which I would have hoped at least one of them would have been flight ready for the new ones, but that's not going to happen for today either, I don't think, unless we see something up here. We'll see. Alright, how about we start moving up to the show floor. And we're not gonna run like all these people. We are gonna walk nice and slow and safe. Have a look at the map so that you guys get to see what's new. Oh yeah, and what's new as well is the fact that I am streaming in 2560 by 1440p as opposed to 1080p. My good old graphics on my new, well, the graphics card I use now is actually more utilized running in 25, 50, well, in 4040p, that is, that rather than 1080p, although it is a 1080p card. Let's have a look here. We have quite a lot of stuff on display here, especially for the basement. Just 2 halls on the top floor. So that's about what we have, and I'm being pushed by an NPC, of course. Yeah, so nothing major new here. It's just what we've seen before, but it's obviously, if you've never seen things, we're gonna have a walk around anyways. Hope the volumes are all good. I should be loud and clear, and about equally as high as Northman. So let's see. A lot of these ships actually are awaiting gold standard pass as well, in terms of new light panels, door panels, access to certain ship components with the new upcoming engineering coming. And so we're still waiting for a lot of array of ships to be updated in that regards before we get to see a lot of those features, and those are pretty important when we do get resource management for sure. That's so that would be one indicator when we're gonna get it. But from what I've seen, if you guys have followed along on Star Citizen's own live streams, we are looking at maybe Q2 next year. That's what they're aiming for, and that was their honest sort of prediction from CIG themselves, where they said that we're not promising anything, but that's the target for resource management to come in. So that's there you have that. When we are to expect the benefits of being a multi-crew in a multi-crew ship. And we do have a lot of people attending. That's good. For the bigger ships, they usually are no big circular signs above them. There usually are some big boards instead. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. I never noticed that. Let's have a look. Okay, we got someone doing something here. That's actually a pretty nice sign. I'm gonna take a nice screenshot of it. And what else do we have? We have just a day, and we are getting quite a bit of a slight lag spike here now. Okay, so these are referred as a star ferry from the RSI. So yeah, basically this one would be the cargo variant of the Constellation. It's a little bit longer cargo bay, same width. And due to the longer cargo bay, it sacrifices that little snub fighter that can be found on the regular Andromeda, attached in the back. So for today, we're not going to actually walk inside the ships for the most part. We're just going to look at most of them to avoid getting stuck in bugged ships, because apparently it seems to be that a lot of ships being displayed as opposed to the one you actually fly are quite bugged in terms of elevators and stuff, so you are at high risk of being trapped inside of ships. So we're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna actually walk inside of ships in general, at least not ones, bigger ones with elevators on board.
Alright, I'm back again. I just needed to have a my COVID wanted to have that attention from me, so
yeah,
and she got it. So, but I'm good now.
All right.
So I might every now and then have to like mute myself.
Yeah, sounds good.
But I'm gonna be here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if you heard what I was saying, but
No, but I can watch the stream later on. So,
yeah. No, just so that you know where we at. I just
so
talked about the Taurus and the Andromeda a little bit, but
oh yeah.
yeah. So the
My
Taurus,
favorite,
yeah,
my favorite is the Andromeda.
yeah. It's the standard edition. Has a little bit of everything, multi-roller.
Yeah.
And it has that little snub fighter that I was mentioning for the Taurus that lacks of it because of a elongated cargo ramp. So here you see the snub fighter should be visible here. Yeah, there it is. The P50, P72 Merlin. That's the one.
Mm.
Or is it a 62? I think it's a 72. So like I said, we are not going to enter any ships unnecessarily because of having had a ton of issues so far on the expo floor with bugged ships that usually are way more bugged than the ones that you fly, so there are a big risks of being trapped inside the ships here, so we're not gonna necessarily walk inside of any ships that has internal cargo elevators or elevators for that matter. It could be the last thing we do. Well, not the last thing we do, but it definitely could be something we would regret, so we're not going to do that. Let's just head downstairs right away, as we always do. And for some reason it got a bit laggy, but like I said, my cable just jumped on me, the Ethernet cable, so I'm currently on Wi-Fi. But it's fine. I mean, yeah, it should be fine.
You mean did it broke or?
No, it just jumped out of the socket.
Oh.
So here we have the RSI links, and is that just the links or? Yeah, it's just the links.
No, this is.
Oh no, the Ursa rover, and then we have the link. Yeah, that's where. So the link would be the one that comes with the constellation Phoenix, which is the luxurious one, and this one has a little bit of more comfort in mind, maybe, for two backseat passengers.
Yeah.
With all the convenience you could imagine. And you know what? We are gonna be thieves. There we go. We gotta bring the bottle. I came with the link.
Oh, you stole the champagne bottle.
Yeah, of course. I don't think you can drink it. No. No, you can just put it down. I'm gonna keep it for later.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. So these would be the ground vehicles, and hopefully
I actually got the Ursa, so.
Yeah. And the Ursa is sort of like the perfect wheeled vehicle, I'd say. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it still protects you from the environment as well, and it has capability for a remote turret as well. So
yes,
I think it actually looks different somehow, doesn't it?
Yeah, the wind screen's a little bit more.
A little bit more angular, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that. I remember that they improved the handling in
Yeah, they have.
vehicles. I haven't tried it.
It feels more like it has weight to it now, so you can feel the suspension rocking about a little bit more.
That's good.
So it's not too stiff, because before it could be stiff enough to do some weird stuff when you hit a crest or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this way.
I might actually try it because I have the Ursa and the Centurion, and yeah, I might actually maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can do some bunkers maybe, and I'm gonna try it out. The new handling.
And this is the purchase, a small frigate, basically.
Yeah. No.
the little brother to the Polaris, basically.
Really looks nice.
Yeah, it's a nice design. Actually,
I
it's
wonder
really nice.
how costly it will be, you know, upgrade this bad boy and maintain it and refueling.
Oh, we're about
And
to find out.
You need to be a huge crew also, maybe like 15, 20 people.
I don't know. I can't remember how many you were needed for this one, but it's definitely
If
not
it's gonna
for a solar
fully
pilot.
crewed.
Yeah, it's
No.
definitely not for a solar pilot. And
I
we're
think
about to
it's-
find out because we do have the Polaris in the buyback list, so we are going to try the Polaris at some point.
Oh yeah, okay.
But the
Nice.
thing is that once we do get the Polaris in our hands, we are definitely going to have resource management going, you know, and so we are definitely going to be handicapped for sure.
And here's the Zeus Mark II. Yes.
Yeah, that's a really nice one actually.
I
I
like
can't
it.
remember if we actually got to see it in a holographic. Like, no, we never have because CitizenCon they only showed videos of it, but never a white box. So this is the first time we get to see the white box.
So, what is this? Is this a frigate or?
No, it's just a shuttle, comparable to let's say the space shuttle, the one that
It's
NASA
focus
uses.
exploring.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a multi-purpose explorer. Not crazy big. It's about the same size of a, let's say, slightly smaller than a Constellation,
Yeah.
give or take. It only has one
Something
deck, so
Yeah. And it may be like 3, 4, 5 people.
yeah, I'd say maybe 3 at the most.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
just 2.
Yeah.
Then we have
Kind of funny that
The
he's
Galaxy.
still holding the campaign bottle,
Yeah.
holding goods in their hands.
So this is a Galaxy.
Yeah.
All the same design language, wedge shape. And I definitely like it. I mean, it looks really sleek. Definitely a inspiration from Star Wars. The Empire ships.
This focus modular.
Yeah.
Says basically that it's modular, that you can have it like cargo ship or
In the middle, you have a module that's going to be swappable from cargo to medical to
Oh,
refinery.
nice.
So it's going to be able to have a refinery, or it's going to have a cargo and or a medical. So.
Yeah.
And then it has on top of that, it does have a garage in the back as well. So it's just not the module itself. So it will be
I
able
like
to carry
that.
a vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is
but-
it's definitely a multi-purpose vehicle. It's a jack of all trades, and none.
I wonder if it opens back there, the garage.
It does. You see the door there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's. I think it's gonna
So
be.
you can land most likely a cutter or
I don't know how big, but I think it's
at
gonna be.
least the Pisces.
Pisces should be able to do it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it. I think. Not a
But
big ship, but
the hangar above it.
no, it's that's. I don't think it. No, that's just the bridge. Could be a hangar, but even if it would be, it. I don't know.
No.
I don't
It's
think-
not. Yeah, it's the bridge. But below, I believe you could lower a like Earth rover or a smaller vehicle.
Maybe. I mean, you are
if I
gonna take
remember
the patient.
correctly.
Like if you have a hospital, maybe that's going to be also where you take the patients in, unless they come in
Yeah.
with a ship. So there are going to be multiple ways to get in and out of the ship.
Yeah.
So that's because it would have to suck if you would have to walk all the way to the back to just get out. I don't think so, because we've seen that way too often in other ships. Especially big ships. I mean, it's important to have more exits.
I really like the design of RSI ships. They're like sleek and
Yeah, you're gonna love the
quite
next one.
shape.
This is the new
Oh,
one. The new Arastra.
heavy, yeah, the heavy mining.
Yeah. That's the ship coming in between the Argo Mole and the RSI Orion, size-wise. So this is a step up coming from the Argo Mole.
Yeah.
And it's going to have a own refiner as well, so you're not going to have to come back to port every time, and you can just stay out there
Oh
for longer.
yeah, I saw the video that you could be like ace out there mining and
Yeah, and it's going to be able to carry 2 rocks as well in the back. So
yeah. I think this will be really good addition for us.
yeah, I mean it's a good all around as well, because even
Yeah.
if you don't mine, at least you can transport stuff, and you can still have whatever you need to bring with you on a
Yeah.
ton of missions, not just for mining. Like I said, it's probably useful for a lot of things. Might not be good for fighting though, but
No, but
for
at
exploration,
least
in a way.
it has more defense than other mining ships like
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't go out in an Argo Mole.
Prospector.
Is this the
Large.
which? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, they have changed a little bit on the back here. They actually changed a lot in the back. I think they expanded a little bit on the width, because I can remember it looking this good from the behind, or from the rear.
No.
It's actually definitely much longer progressed, sort of. Much more progressed. That's the right
Yeah.
word. It certainly has a lot more features to it in terms of it does look good. Really does.
It does.
Yeah, this is a ship that I do have in buyback, so we are definitely going to use it for sure. Once it gets released, and this one is supposed to be one of the next ones coming up fairly close, sometime during next year, definitely. And by that time, I'm pretty much certain that we're going to have some sort of resource management coming along with it, so we are definitely going to have to learn quite a lot of new features and things coming along with it. So
No.
that's yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. It's a big ship though.
It is.
You will need at least 5+ people to operate it. So we're going to have to bribe our younger members to come along. Which one is this?
I'm watching your stream, and it's for me it's at least buffering all the time.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm
not
gonna.
good. Try to refresh it. I wonder if it's the cable, because I am not having any internet. I'm gonna have it look real quick, see if I
Yeah.
can pop the cable back in.
Can you guys, you who are watching the stream, can you? Well, we are right now at Apollo triage.
Alright, I'm gonna switch the leadership over to you, Northman, because otherwise I have to restart the game,
Yeah.
and you can find us a new server.
But I'm gonna wait until the 30K hits and then.
Oh yeah, I'm already in the main menu, so
Oh.
I'm good to go. Whenever you get there, you can just hit launch again.
Weird part is that I didn't get yet the 30K.
You didn't? I wonder if it. Hang on. Could that have been because of my internet issue?
Could be. If you were running on Wi-Fi, then Wi-Fi, then yeah.
That's not good, because
Because I don't have any 30K.
no, it has to be the internet issue. Weird.
Yeah.
I've had some weird thing going on with the internet.
Although your character is still here standing.
That's good. That's good. I might be coming back as I left it. So,
Yeah.
well, should be better.
Still holding the champagne bottle in your hands.
Well, you better take that champagne bottle if I go away. That's a souvenir from the expo.
The stolen goods.
Stolen goods,
Oh,
yes, of course.
you're back.
I should be. I don't know. Yeah, I'm back. There we go.
Yeah, you're moving.
Technical issues solved. All right. We are removing the chat. Oops.
And I'm gonna...
And I dropped the bottle by mistake. No, I didn't. Okay. We are good. Let's just
so,
make better
yeah,
use
this
of it.
is
This
Apollo
would be...
Triage.
Oh, yeah, the trial.
The medical ship.
Yeah. So this is basically a medical ship that's going to be modular as well. You are going to be able to customize it and choose whether you want to have a certain amount of tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 medical beds, depending on your needs and well, probably cost as well, because obviously you're going to have to buy the modules in-game for certain in-game cash. So it's going to be down to your preferences and your needs and your economy, your budget. And obviously it's going to be down to maybe a certain amount of crew as well, depending on what tiers you pick as well, I think. Maybe tier 1 requires more specialized doctors, for example. That could be more expensive to hire. As opposed to tier 3, you can probably manage yourself. So, all right, let's...
So we're done with the basement.
We're done with the basement.
And let's see, above us, then it's the constellations and auroras.
Yeah, some of the ships in the back, definitely. I did take a look at the Taurus and the Andromeda. I haven't taken a look at the Aquila or the Phoenix, so those are the ones that we can at least walk around. I would suggest you to stay away from trying to enter the ships because of possible bugs. No. We don't want to get trapped inside of ships now.
No.
But that's always good to take a look at the chat as well to see if people do get trapped, and that way you can sort of keep yourself updated in terms of the bugs. Northman is, as you guys can see, wearing his orange suit.
But without the helmet, so you can see my face. The face reveal. Yes, I truly look this young and beautiful now.
Next patch, you're gonna get your beard, hopefully.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And proper looking hair, because now it looks a bit gamey-ish, the hair.
Yeah.
But that's going to be changing as well next patch.
But the beard,
somewhere around just before Christmas. So. All right, the Aquila we see behind Northman. That's the one with the rounded bridge. Suitable for exploration. It lacks tower and it lacks a turret in the top, and it's been replaced by a observation turret instead, just for observation.
Feel like they have done something to Andromeda as well. The windows aren't that cloudy anymore. They're like more clear.
I think it's more down to the fact that they have upgraded the graphics engine, so the lighting is much better than it used to be. So it's not as blurry. It's more clear. Everything is more clear. I mean, even the textures on the metals actually looks really good now.
Yeah.
So they see where you are.
Are you renting it? Lower volume in game because the music is so loud.
Yeah, you're standing right underneath the loudspeakers. That's what you.
Yeah. It's I can barely hear anything.
So this one is the exploration variant. It does have the snub fighter as well, I think it does, but it doesn't have as many missiles either.
You can actually see Andromeda has the snub fighter.
It does.
It's connected there. So
yeah, and this one does as well. It has the P62 Merlin as well.
Actually, I haven't seen how it's hooked up. Oh, okay. So there's two pins holding it back there.
Yeah.
After back
Yeah,
away
I don't
and
know
then
if it actually
release.
works any better now. They have had some issues with the undocking and docking procedures for the snub fighter.
Mm,
Um, especially with owners that have the ship, they tend to lose the ship while returning to the ship, sort of.
yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's kind of vital for that to work because you are going to get stranded otherwise, given that the snub fighter does not have a quantum drive even.
Mm.
Then we have the Scorpius, a heavy fighter, a two-seater pilot and a turret gunner. And this one we have had quite a nice number of
Oh, this
experiences
is
from. The Scorpius.
Andreas.
Antares. Oh yeah. But this
Antares.
one is the
EMP,
it's just
yeah.
two-seater, but it's the EMP, and I don't know, like compared to the regular Scorpius over here, the fact that what is the gunner supposed to do for the rest of the journey? You know, like if he's not going to be shooting, he just sit there as a dead weight, basically. Whilst in this one, at
Or
least
is
you
it,
have.
or is it the gunner that maybe uses the EMP then?
Yeah, the gunner uses EMP, but still, though,
Yeah.
it's not like this one. You actually have a little bit more active role, I'd say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We'll see, though. I mean,
I
I would pick this one over the other one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mantis does the same job
Yeah.
for, you know, the EMP thing. That's the main purpose of the ship.
Yeah. Perfect for policing other ships and
Yeah.
pirating other ships as well. But you
Yeah.
would still need someone to back you up if you're going to be doing that kind of activity.
So,
So,
but yeah, I would go for the normal Orpheus.
yeah.
Oh, there's a brave person going into the ship and getting out.
Yeah.
He or she got out of it.
And as you can see, the ships are actually this one. Yeah, this seems to be sitting on the ground. Ships have a tendency to float a little bit, but if that's the case, usually the ship will be bugged. This is a luxury version, and it's a very limited version as well, and it's already sold out on the website, so everyone bought the ship already, and it's not very cheap. But I mean, we don't have game loot for this one either, really. It's
No.
we don't have anything like passenger missions, so it's kind of worthless at the moment, unless you like the flare and flying. Here we go. So as you can see, compared to the other constellations, this one is a bit shorter on the ramp, but it's wider.
Yeah.
And then the ceiling obviously is much smaller as well. I mean, it's not. It's actually lower. It's about half the height in there.
Yeah.
So you can fit an Ursa in there, but that's about it.
Yeah. Nothing from me. And this has to be the Taurus.
This is the cargo variant, yeah. So this has the elongated cargo bay, and it has actually a couple more landing legs, as you can see as well. So.
And this one doesn't have a snub fighter.
No, there's no room for it. They had to remove the snub fighter for the longer cargo bay.
Does it have the what's it called? Not tractor beam, but no, I don't see any.
No, there's nothing here. I don't think it has anything.
No.
I mean, maybe in the front, because that's where I would place one if I had it. I don't see any tractor beam. No. No tractor beams. But this one,
has
I mean,
a lot more cargo room.
Yeah. Yeah, it's longer. I think it has the 196 cargo SU units, give or take. Oh no, I think it's 96 cargo units. That's what it is.
So that's why I would choose Andromeda, because it has the best of all of them.
Yeah, it's a jack of all trades, and
yeah,
that's basically what it is. Alright, let's have a look in the hallway behind me. That would be the only one that's open on this floor.
Mm.
With additional ships. Still RSI for the whole hall, basically. The other one we're going to visit is going to be consisted by 2 manufacturers, but alright,
We're
let's...
done with. Oh, so it's Auroras and another Mantis.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting because that would be suggesting that we are looking into a new variant maybe, in that
Oh.
case. Maybe.
Oh.
I mean, if there's going to be a second one. We'll see.
Yeah.
And people, well, hope you brought, well, you're not going to lack of any drink or food. We do have
No.
food stands here, but... Okay, so we
Yeah,
have the
they-
Auroras,
There's the.
the Mantis
gonna
in the
buy it, I
middle.
think.
The Aurora, well, those are the basic starter ships. They've been around since day one, basically. That used to be the first ship that everyone had, with a little bit of storage to lay down in. See if I can do that without glitching out. Kind of tight. You do actually have a side window. That's something I never paid attention to. So it does feel like you're in a coffin, but it's functional. Has everything, docking collars on both sides. Very basic ship.
I never liked this. For some reason.
These are traditional old. They're gonna be nostalgic. Well, they're already nostalgic actually. They're 10 years old in design, so it's 10 years since they designed these ships.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like in.
I'm sure it's a good starter ship, but you might wanna have a much better. Ships
No, I mean it's
later on.
preference, but the good thing with this one is that it actually does fit inside of a Carrack. So you could actually fit this one inside a Carrack and still have
Oh yeah, that's true.
bed logging possibilities from a snub fighter that way.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's actually useful. More, but
Hold on.
that's
Is that
which one is it?
there? This is ES or
Yeah.
ES. But what is that above the, like a camera or something?
This would be.
The tractor beam? No. Hold on, I'm gonna go outside and.
Yeah, this is a basic model.
It has 2 missiles on top. What are those? On the, like 2 tubes on either side, just in front of the missiles. above
But
the
I
cup.
think those are just aesthetics. It's nothing really. Yeah, could be lights as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said,
Are
those are 2 missiles.
or yeah.
Yeah, some kind of missile. Very tiny ones.
Yeah,
Oops.
and it has.
But this is the basic model. So this is the one that comes as a starter pack, I think.
Yeah.
Then the other one that I was laying inside of is the CL, and I think this one is more of a trading variant. It has a little bit more cargo, or more cargo oriented. To the right of it, and yeah, I mean it does have a bed. Like I don't know
Yeah.
if that one has. I never actually noticed. Yeah, this one also has a side window there. That's nice. Because otherwise, it's definitely like feeling trapped inside of a coffin.
Yes.
Then this one is really one of my favorite ships actually in terms of
Mantis.
aesthetics.
Yeah. I mean,
But
The
it's
view.
yeah,
around the cockpit, it's
it's really nice.
fantastic.
Yeah, nice visibility. And it does have everything. It has a bed. It has a little bit of personal storage as well. The problem is that the only way to get in and out is through an elevator at the bottom. So for a ship this size, it's kind of a limiting factor. It should have just a opening somewhere,
Yeah, yeah.
just to ease of
Or a
exit.
ramp because it's not that big.
No. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, other than that, it's all that there is to it.
Normal mantis, or is it some kind of?
No, it's a regular one. It's
So
just
they put
looking
two mantises just to fill the void.
probably. I mean, the mantis have always been in the middle of the floor
Yeah.
where the auroras have been.
Yeah.
And then we have the Aurora LX, which I think is more oriented towards. Yeah, it's a little bit more luxurious one. Nicer interior. Leather instead of fabric on the seat and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
More comfort,
Yeah.
basically. A little bit more armory, maybe. Seems to have a little bit more on the top there. Better missiles and such. This one you're looking at is MR. And that is focused on light fighting, so that's more of a fighter.
Yeah. Then we have LN.
And that's has a better shield generator for some reason. It's it's a dedicated fighter, whereas the previous one is just a fighter and this one is a dedicated fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can already tell by the material, look of the material, that it seems to be oriented towards the new materials we're going to get in the future.
Alright, so that was RSI.
Yeah. So the next hallway is going to be Zenith, where we're going to have
Misk and Mirai.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't actually been there. I haven't been into the game for 3 days now.
Well, you'll be the designated elevator boy again, because I don't trust the elevators on my behalf. I mean, it runs smoother down here, but it's still a little bit weird.
Shouldn't be that issue. As soon as you get close to the lobby, then it.
Yeah. Then it will.
Yeah, I noticed that I had like almost 20 drop on FPS. Right now I have 50 pens between 52 and 54.
Yeah. And I'm looking at 12, 13. So.
Oh wow, that's.
But that's just part of it is because I'm running it in 1440.
You're crouching, by the way.
I shouldn't be. I am standing.
Oh, there you go. Now you stand. Oh, you lost your champagne.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I don't know. I probably left it in the back of the ship that I was laying down in. Someone's going to be happy about finding the bottle.
You dumped the stolen goods.
Yeah.
I mean, you got much better and newer graphic cards than I have, and I just don't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is Star Citizen.
Yeah. I think though the architecture on this card is probably a little bit older anyway, so I'm inside the elevator.
All right, nice. And then Zenith Hall.
Yeah. That's how they do things to cut costs.
Ada Lovelace?
Nope. It you get that as soon as you get into 4080. So I think the 4070 doesn't.
Oh, how many elevator doors? There we go. I had like 4 elevator doors coming up.
To me, it worked fine. I assume that we are in the Zenith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so next on the show is going to be Misk and Mirai. I'm taking the panel on the side of the steps. I don't trust steps. Actually, I'm going to shut down that one. There we go.
All right. So
Yeah,
Basement.
these are pretty specced out though, because we almost have all the rooms filled out. So.
Yes.
But might as well go for the basement first,
Yes.
as usual.
And then
Then we take the
yeah.
full lap around.
This
Well, we can already tell from here we have the Prospector, the hull A, and the mix C, or the hull C, I mean.
Yeah.
And the Prospector, of course. And both Starfarer and Starfarer Gemini is going to be on the right.
Oh, the whole A is here as well.
Yeah. No, I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. How's your frame?
I don't know, it's choppy, but I am running in 1440p, so that's part why as well.
Okay,
But at
so
least,
nothing in this room.
Nope.
Empty.
But we're gonna have the racer ships over here. Oh, that's a lag spike. So here we would have Mirai Racer, and this is the racing variant to the right.
Remember, you had this EX once, and
Yeah.
I used it to scout for when we were rock mining. And in straight, it was really fast fly, but when you about to turn, sharp turn, it felt like it just wanted to go forward.
These are more like a drag racing car, I'd say, rather than a grip handler.
Formula One, yeah.
So,
but they're a lot of fun to fly. Yeah. Extreme fun to fly.
So you have to be very cautious when it comes to your limiter and the throttle.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If you,
I might actually buy this in game. Maybe this one.
It's actually that one is it's useful actually, because you can spawn it on outposts as well.
Yeah.
So you never get stranded. I can't remember. I do have something. I might have.
Hold on. That's
the
a minigun.
Yeah, this one is the fighter, I think it is. No, this is the stealth. And then the one in the middle is...
Oh, this is... What gun is this?
I think they changed some of the weapons on a lot of ships. This is isn't this a repeater? It has a shock absorber on the gun there. Yeah.
But if you look at the... Well, maybe it's a repeater. But it almost looked like a cannon.
Yeah, it's some sort of cannon. This one does have something. Yeah, this one has a Gatling. No, this is a laser on this one.
Yeah. And that has to be a repeater.
That's definitely a repeater.
Yeah.
But this one is the racer variant. So.
Actually, I'm gonna take a look at and see on the Citizen DDS calculator, because if I don't check it out right now, I'm gonna start wondering if I a day miss no, it's Mirai.
Yeah, Mirai is the
EX.
It's a hybrid between alien manufactured ships and human manufactured ships.
It has ballistic scatter gun, basically a shotgun.
Okay.
2.
The shotgun. Okay.
Helium.
But there you go. But that could change, because I think they changed a lot of weapons on stock.
Yeah.
That's why we don't recognize certain configurations.
And if I believe it was really good, the shadow gun was very powerful to take down shields, or was it repeaters? I think repeaters are taking shields and then blast it with shotgun or cannon the hull.
Yeah.
Or was my was I thinking of Elite Dangerous? I don't know.
Could be. So this is the heavy,
Endeavor.
the heavy explorer, or heavy experimental ship, sort of like a science ship, basically.
Yeah.
Has a ton of modules. You're going to be able to have agriculture domes and hospitals and landing pads and bunch of other.
Here.
A big
It's
and a big
modular.
yeah. And it actually detaches itself from the forward section there. It's kind of decoupled from the main section or from the rear section, so it's actually two ships in one. So the purpose is that you leave the rear section in orbit and then you take the forward section and land on planets. And don't necessarily bring all the ship down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I don't think it's going to be too far away because it's sort of
No,
not too far off in design language from some
you
of the
might
other misc.
see next year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Either on
It could actually come with Squadron 42. Yeah. This is the refinery ship. The Expanse.
expense. Yeah.
So this one is going to have a refiner on board, and you're going to be able to exchange those saddlebags on the side. There are 8 of them
Mm-hmm.
with prospectors and other moles on the field.
Yeah. So you can go back in mining and
So they don't have to return every time they are full.
yeah.
They can just hand over empty bags and take the full ones. So
Yeah.
it's going to be handy in systems where you don't have necessarily a ton of stations to choose to land on. Like in Pyro, you're going to have just 1 or 2 stations maybe nearby, and as opposed to here we have a ton of stations to choose to land on. And lastly, we're going to have the Odyssey. That's more
nice.
heavily oriented towards local exploration, I'd say. Because it does have a refinery and a little bit of a mining laser there in the front. To be able to refine its own fuel on the fly, so it's not going to have to return to base for that, at least. But it's definitely not a character killer, it's just a different type of exploration. That's what it is. But it's going to have all the conveniences like a medical bay, bay for a hangar for ships, smaller ship to land in, and a garage as well.
Yeah. That's gonna be nice.
Yep, and we do have that one in the buyback list as well, so we're going to definitely try that one. Alright, so let's see, head upstairs. And hopefully we're not going to have any issues for the finale of looking at things. And tomorrow, I don't think we're going to do anything tomorrow. It's better to do it, at least for the live stream. It's better to do it on Monday, the very last day.
Yeah.
Because it should still be the same floor until the very end of it anyways. So that we can at least wrap things up and make some sort of a conclusion. Alright, so we do have, like we mentioned earlier, the Hull A, the Prospector and the Gemini, which is a refueler tanker ship. Also going to be able to refine, this one is a more militarized variant with more heavy armor and a little bit more heavy defense. Going to be able to operate and support ships in more like in the front line as opposed to the civilian one to the far.
I'll be right back. I just need to go on.
Yeah. And then we have the Miss Cold Sea, which is currently the biggest cargo ship we have, which is a collapsible ship. So this one is in a collapsed state. So it's going to be expanding on the length to be able to accommodate a spindle construction to attach cargo to it externally. So it's going to be external cargo. We are going to get 2 sizes bigger than that, and I can tell you pretty much that the biggest one is not even going to fit inside of this hallway, which is going to be the hall E, and that one is going to be able to support a whole system basically. It's just not going to be from planet to planet, it's going to be massive. But that's probably years away before we get to see that ship. So. And then the second hall. We're going to have the
I can see why some people love this style.
Reliant ships. This is the newscaster ship, I think. Supposed to be... what is it? Can't remember which one this is. Oh, the Tana. I don't know. It's a fighter of some kind. And then we have the... Which one is this one? And these ships are transformer ships, so they actually... the cockpit and the bridge pretty much remains oriented this way. But once you raise the landing gear, the whole configuration rotates. So it's actually on the side now, and when you take off, the whole thing rotates 90 degrees. So you don't want to be somewhere in the middle once it transforms. Then we have the Fury. Small snub fighters don't have quantum drives, but they are supposed to be able to fit inside most ships that has some sort of a cargo hold. So pretty nice and handy to have for smaller excavations. And then we have the racing variants of it. And we have more Reliant ships. This one is this one the news variant? You're supposed to be able to have a news... Yeah, this one has a camera here, so this is supposed to be the news station variant. Has a controller station for broadcasting control, I suppose. Going to be on the side, where you're going to be able to handle the transmissions. Maybe report what's happening in the fronts in any wars. This one is the exploration variant. Has a little bit of science stations here on the right hand side, accompanied by beds that also acts as escape pods. So that's why they are looking that way. And that's about it.
All right.
On the Reliant side. Yeah, you have a look at the Reliant Northman, if you want. I just completed the Reliant and the Misk Fury.
Yep, that's good.
And then let's see what else we have. Then we have something on the other side. You go ahead and have a look. You've seen them before, except maybe the Misk Furies. You haven't seen them that much. There are going to be 3 variants: a fighter and a missile ship, and then the racing. Then you have the Reliant ships, which you've even been on board. I think Thorax had one. If I remember.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Where we got trapped, you know, you couldn't really be in the back if he transformed the ship.
But I like this Reliant. It's like straight from Star Wars.
Yeah, it's very Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars. I mean, but then again, we do have Chris Roberts is a huge Star Wars fan to begin with, and then we do have a lot of Star Wars actors. Mark Hamill is one of the main leading actors, actually contributing to this as well. So he's actually also in the actual main campaign and the main story of the game. So both voice acting and motion caption.
I don't remember what variant he had, but I think it was either Tana or
Could be the one, the fighter, I think it was. I don't think it was the cargo variant.
No.
Oh yeah, and then we have the old MISC freelancers. We have the, which one was this one? Miss, so that's the missile boat. Has a ton of missiles. Then comes the, which one is this? Oh, the freight, yeah. So this is the max version. It's a little bit wider than the other ones. And a little bit longer, I think, as well.
I'm gonna rent a lot of these ships in the last day,
Yeah.
because that way I can have them. I think it was like, was it 48 hours?
I think it's
days?
48 hours, yeah. So people, if you haven't been able to attend to the expo during the whole period here, don't worry. You can participate the last day on the finale and rent all the ships for free for 48 hours, which is also a good idea anyways, because that way you get to keep the ships for a longer period than the actual expo is taking place. So
I
that means
think it's 48 hours. At least it
it's
was
48. Yeah,
last time.
it should be.
Yeah.
So this is, which one is this? This is the DUR. Okay, so this is the exploration variant.
Last year, though, that was a show.
And last we're gonna have the regular freelancer. These are also sort of almost as old as the Aurora ships, I'd say, in terms of design language. But like in real life, most of the ships are going to be evolving along with the years, much like car manufacturers do. You know, you have the year model rather than a new model itself, which is that it's going to evolve over the years. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's not necessarily set in stone in terms of design language. Alright, so I'm going to wait for Northman here. Northman is all the way on the other side. That's a lot of running.
Yeah.
You definitely need both food and drink. I'm going to drink a little bit here now.
Arthur,